So, dear friends, how's life treating you? Are you happy? Are you happy with your achievements, your successes, your mistakes, your accomplishments, your state of mind, your psychological strength, your physical health? Are you happy with any of these? Hard to say, because many people are not honest with themselves. They will pretend. They will let others decide how they feel. They will let everybody else around to posture them, to tell them what has to be done so for them to feel better. Title for today, it's a little bit challenging, and it goes into the another series of how-to videos. Yet all my videos are based on how-to for you to save yourself. This is one of them. So, how to give up all the negative excuses. Oh, come on, don't tell me you don't do excuses. Why do you go to work that you really don't like? Why abuse your partner because she or he didn't turn the way you want? Why are you angry with your kids because they're always asking for more? You don't even think that maybe this is some of your responsibilities, because they are learning by example. And they are experiencing same behavior as you have towards others. So they trying to do a mimic what they can do towards you. Don't get surprised. You got exactly what you saw. You got exactly what you representing in your excuses as something that you will do or you will not do, but you will not give a right and proper answer to yourself why you don't do something or why you do something, why you go to work, why you have to earn money to pay the bills, to have a status, to pretend that you're something bigger than somebody else. Consider observing your excuses through your daytime, like why you do certain things. Is it a possibility to do a bit different? But first you have to pinpoint exactly what is negative in your not doing certain things, not telling the truth. A discussion with a couple of people and talking. White lie is mandatory if you don't want to insult anybody, if you want to be politically correct. I said white lie is a lie anyway, so what are we talking about? How you can justify just a little bit of lie is okay, but a big lie is really not. Both of them are hurting you, no matter what. Is it a little lie or little excuse, or a big excuse? So when you put the equation between lie equal excuse, you will realize that you are lying to many people around day in, day out. Plus, you're lying to yourself. How? By being greedy, by being self-important, by being jealous. These are the negative aspects of you that you don't want to see. And you will find every fucking excuse to say, no, I'm okay like this because he's doing it. I'm okay to be better than my black neighbor because my father was doing the same thing. So if your father was a criminal, should you be the same? If your father is a royal prick, should you be the same? If your mother didn't understand what does it mean really caring for their children by giving them responsibilities and a discipline to do certain things, or just let go of any kind of discipline towards their children. So you will be grateful when your children turns against you or they just walk out of your house? What kind of excuse you have there? And when your child comes back as an addict, maybe you have not realized that you've been teaching them to become an addict as early as possible by commonly smoking in front of them, in the family even, but you're telling them you cannot smoke, but you're smoking. No, you cannot drink, but you're like, early alcoholic since, first thing you open your eyes. Or instead of alcohol, you pretend that you are something much higher by using medical infused pills, pharmaceutical drugs. There is no difference between depression drugs and the heroin. Equals alcohol, equals being aggressive and abusive to others. So you are addicted to fear of that you are sucking from other people when you become aggressive. If you're playing a victim, same thing. You're absolutely addicted to being pampered, to being pitied, to being eventually abused by abusing everybody else with your victimhood. So where is the end? Where is the end of this life? That you getting worse and worse, your health deteriorates, your psychological stamina, it's just disappearing. And your spiritual strength is gone because you cannot say no to a child who want to do something very, very bad, doesn't matter, to other people or to themselves. You cannot stop them. Because you have to find excuse, I have to be a politically correct parent. And the worst, what I'm seeing in recent years, it's political correctness in presenting the informations out, presenting the truth. So as soon as you put a truth in your, doesn't matter, speeches or news media, there are people who find enough dirt and they will try to dig out a single aspect of you that they can say, look, he's wearing a beard and he must be a Muslim. And these are all the terrorists. Where do we live? We live in self-perpetuated, fearful prison, where we don't let ourselves out by telling the truth to ourselves, not to others. Eventually, giving no excuses to anybody and just doing the right thing will be the mandatory. Yet, how to reach the point that we recognize that we are excusing ourselves day in, day out? People in the politics, you cannot get rid of them. They will go semester after semester after semester doing the same old tricks until the people, doesn't matter, people of France, people of Britain, people of America decide we are really, sick and tired of having Hillarys and Kissingers and Clintons and Obamas and basically liar after liar who has no integrity. I'm talking in a national perspective. Yet if you're talking on a perspective of you as a human, You have to find enough strength to recognize where and why you're excusing still yourself. And when you find these little things, they look very minuscule. They look almost unrecognizable. Yet, when you find them, you know that these are the things that are hurting you the most. So, how to get rid of them? How to get rid of your, I'm talking in American, let's say, perspective, your bad talking about Trump. All these media guys, they're going down so badly, not only on a professional level, but they're going down on humane and the existential level, because they will get absolutely sick, because they cannot hide their excuses anymore, why they're always talking negative, why they're always attacking other people, in this case Trump. So what is the solution? How they can change all this? How you can change your own attitude towards yourself, not to give excuses why you're doing the same old shit and always getting hurt. Are you allowed to say to your children, I will not support your drug habits anymore? Not by taking the money away from them, but you stopping the drugs. You stopping being addicted to whatever crap that you are addicted. And you show them by your example what you will do for your children. But only then this will hold some water, they will hold integrity over your child or your friend or your family member who you want to save, by giving your own example towards them. Only then you can tell them, please, I suggest you do not do this. You'll feel much better. They, you, and everybody who's addicted to any kind of substances, energetic thefts from others, will not survive until you change. Until you change this attitude towards yourself. So, simple answer. How to give up all the negative excuses. Start finding a positive in every single aspect of your life. If you don't have enough, doesn't matter. For lunch, you're making lunch. If you don't have enough salt to put in the bread that you cook, you can find another condiment to put in. So instead of looking what you're lacking at the present moment, find what you actually have. Instead of accusing Trump what he's doing bad, find what he is doing good for you and for the America. Instead of going and repeating the same stories that you're finding, fearful stories that you're finding online, that the meteor will come and crush our planet and will come into Puerto Rico under the angle and so on. Do you have to really worry about this? Or you find a nice funny video and send it to your friends where dogs and cats are doing like funny flips and doing absolutely ridiculous of themselves because they're free. They're not concerned with their next meal. They're not concerned who's going to be in a presidential elections. They're not concerned who's going to steal their gold or whatever you think that you own. So, teach from your little pets. Start not to abusing them anymore. Start observing how you are abusive to your children with your bad habits, distributing them as a norm of life. So by this, you will raise your integrity level immediately. And only with a higher integrity level, you can teach others what not to do if they want to feel better.